In a world where automotive excellence often comes in compact packages, the 2025 BMW X7 arrives like a quiet storm, massive in size, elegant in demeanor, and unapologetically luxurious. It does not scream for attention. It commands it. This is not merely a car. It is an experience sculpted in metal, leather, and light. Every inch of the X7 speaks the language of power, confidence, and grace. You see it before you hear it, and you feel its presence before you even sit behind the wheel. The 2025 model refines everything BMW has ever learned about building a large family SUV. It is bold yet subtle, powerful yet composed, capable of brute strength yet wrapped in a sense of serenity. It is the kind of vehicle that transforms an ordinary journey into something that feels quietly significant. As the sunlight glints across its long bonnet, the BMW X7 reveals its evolved face. The iconic kidney grille sits proudly between slim adaptive LED headlights, now sharper and more precise than ever before. The front fascia exudes a balance of aggression and elegance, its lines drawn with deliberate precision as if shaped by wind and ambition. The chrome accents shimmer gently, never ostentatious but always present, reminding you that this is a machine that carries heritage in its DNA. The body stands tall and commanding, over 203 inches long and nearly 79 inches wide, its sheer presence reminding you that this is not just transportation. It's a statement of status, capability, and comfort. Every curve flows effortlessly into the next, sculpted to reduce drag while maximizing aesthetics. The massive alloy wheels fill the arches with confidence, and the subtle slope of the roofline adds just enough sportiness to an otherwise imposing silhouette. When the sunlight fades and the evening lights take over, the X7 transforms again, the DRLs tracing elegant signatures across the darkness, the taillights glowing with crystalline precision, creating an aura of sophistication on quiet suburban streets. Step closer, and the doors open with that familiar BMW solidity, a reassuring, almost ceremonial click that signals you're entering another world. Inside, the X7 becomes something else entirely. The air feels different here, softer, quieter, and perfectly controlled. The cabin is an oasis of calm, insulated from the chaos outside. Every surface you touch feels intentional. The materials are exquisite. Fine leathers, polished aluminum, and open pore wood that feels like it belongs in a luxury residence rather than an automobile. The panoramic glass roof floods the interior with natural light, giving passengers the illusion of space stretching endlessly above them. The seats are sculpted for comfort and elegance, their stitching tight and immaculate, their cushioning perfectly judged between firmness and softness. Even the third row, often an afterthought in many SUVs, feels usable and refined, crafted with the same attention to comfort and detail as the first. The 2025 BMW X7 comes alive with technology that feels both advanced and effortless. The curved glass display sweeps across the dashboard, merging a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster with a 14.9-inch infotainment touchscreen. Together, they create a single, fluid interface that responds to touch, voice, or gesture. BMW's iDrive 8.5 system is smarter and smoother than ever. The graphics are crisp, the animation silky, and the entire system seems to anticipate your needs before you even articulate them. The ambient lighting wraps the cabin in customizable colors, reflecting mood or occasion. A soft blue glow for calm, a warm amber for evening drives, or a cool white for daytime journeys. The audio experience, powered by the available Bowers and Wilkins Diamond surround sound system, is a symphony in itself, delivering a clarity that borders on spiritual. Every note resonates through the cabin, filling the space with texture and depth, turning long drives into moments of pure immersion. Underneath the elegance lies engineering brilliance. The X7 xDrive 40i variant houses BMW's latest 3.0-liter inline-six engine, now paired with a 48-volt mild hybrid system. It produces around 375 horsepower and nearly 400 pound-feet of torque, delivered with that signature BMW linearity. Acceleration feels effortless, a silent surge of confidence as the SUV glides from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 5.5 seconds. The power is always there when you need it, smooth and immediate, never harsh or aggressive. For those who crave even more, the X7 M60i stands as the flagship. A 4.4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 paired with a mild hybrid setup that unleashes 523 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque. The sensation of power is intoxicating yet controlled. In mere 4.5 seconds, this nearly 3-ton luxury SUV launches with the poise of a grand tourer and the stability of a jet on takeoff. It's not the kind of performance that shouts. It whispers authority. But the X7 isn't just about speed. It's about composure. The 8-speed automatic transmission works invisibly, shifting gears with such seamless precision that you barely notice it. The xDrive all-wheel drive system continuously monitors traction and road conditions, distributing power exactly where it's needed. Combined with adaptive air suspension, the result is a drive that feels fluid and balanced, whether you're gliding through city streets, conquering winding mountain roads, or cruising effortlessly on the highway. The suspension system adapts to every surface, raising or lowering itself automatically depending on speed and terrain. At slow speeds, it glides like silk over imperfections. At higher speeds, it hunkers down, improving aerodynamics and stability. The result is a feeling of weightlessness, a paradox for a vehicle of this size, yet BMW achieves it effortlessly. Every drive in the X7 feels like a small act of luxury. Even when you're running mundane errands or dropping children at school, the car wraps you in a sense of calm authority. There's a grace in the way it moves, a precision in its steering, and a maturity in its suspension that reminds you this is a BMW through and through. The steering feels light in the city, firm and communicative on the highway, perfectly calibrated to deliver both comfort and confidence. You could spend hours behind the wheel and emerge feeling unhurried, unfatigued, as if the car had carried not just your body but your stress away. The cabin acoustics are extraordinary. BMW's engineers have gone to obsessive lengths to ensure peace inside. The glass is acoustically laminated, the insulation multi-layered, and the structure tuned to filter out vibrations. You could be driving through rain, wind, or the chaos of city traffic, and the world outside feels muted, distant, almost unreal. Conversations flow easily, the audio remains crystal clear, and the hum of the engine becomes more of a soothing heartbeat than a mechanical sound. For passengers, especially families on long journeys, this sense of isolation is luxury redefined. Children can sleep peacefully, and adults can simply talk, relax, and let the miles slip quietly beneath the wheels. Safety, as always with BMW, has been woven into the very soul of the X7. The 2025 model integrates an array of intelligent driver assistance systems that feel more like companions than machines. Forward collision warning, lane keeping assist, blind spot detection, adaptive cruise control, and cross-traffic alert all work in harmony to keep the vehicle aware of its surroundings. There's also the new Driving Assistant Professional package, which introduces semi-autonomous functions like eye-activated lane changes and hands-free cruising under certain conditions. Yet even with all this technology, the driver never feels disconnected. BMW maintains that delicate balance between automation and engagement. The car supports you, but it never takes away your sense of control. It feels like having an invisible co-pilot who anticipates, reacts, and protects. In terms of practicality, the X7 has been built with families in mind. The 3-row configuration ensures seating for up to 7 passengers, and even the 3rd row feels remarkably spacious for adults. Entry and exit are easy, thanks to electrically folding seats that move with a touch. The 2nd row can be configured as either a bench or captain's chairs, depending on preference, and all rows benefit from dedicated climate zones. Cargo space is generous. With the 3rd row folded down, you have room for luggage, strollers, sports equipment, whatever a family adventure demands. Fold all seats, and the X7 transforms into a luxurious cargo carrier, its flat floor making loading effortless. The split tailgate, a BMW hallmark, allows for convenient access, whether you're loading groceries or preparing for a weekend escape. Fuel economy has improved slightly thanks to the hybrid assistance, though it remains secondary to performance and luxury. The xDrive 40i averages around 22 miles per gallon combined, while the M60i returns roughly 18 miles per gallon. Yet for owners of vehicles like this, efficiency isn't the primary metric. Comfort, capability, and refinement are. On the open road, the X7 feels more efficient than its numbers suggest, its aerodynamic design and intelligent energy recuperation working silently in the background. Even during long drives, the fuel gauge moves slowly, reminding you that this is a machine designed for distance, not haste. The driving modes allow the X7 to change its personality at will. Comfort mode cocoons you in softness, the suspension smoothing out every imperfection, the steering relaxed, the throttle response gentle. Switch to sport mode, and the transformation is instant. The engine note deepens, the chassis tightens, and the throttle sharpens. Despite its size, the X7 can dance, cornering with unexpected agility. In the M60i, this transformation feels even more dramatic. The V8 growl is deep yet refined, the acceleration relentless, the sensation intoxicating. And yet, the vehicle never loses its composure. It is the rare SUV that can thrill a driver while keeping passengers utterly relaxed. One of the X7's most impressive qualities is its ability to blend into different roles seamlessly. It can be a chauffeur's car, delivering executives in serene comfort. It can be a family companion, carrying children to school or road tripping across the country. Can even be a weekend adventurer towing boats, trailers, or camping gear. In every role, it remains effortlessly composed, never trying too hard, never shouting for attention. That's the magic of its design. It's a car that feels equally at home outside a five-star hotel or on a mountain pass at dawn. The luxury touches are endless. The soft closed doors, the crystal gear selector, the fragrance system that releases subtle scents through the air vents, the customizable welcome lighting that greets you like an old friend. These are the details that elevate the experience from good to unforgettable. Even the cup holders are temperature-controlled, keeping your drink hot or cold. The head-up display projects navigation, speed, and safety information onto the windshield in crisp clarity, so your eyes never need to leave the road. Everything has been thought through, down to the smallest gesture. For those inside, every journey feels like an occasion. The silence, the light, the materials, and the technology merge to create something greater than the sum of their parts. The BMW X7 isn't trying to impress you. It's trying to envelop you. You don't so much drive it as live within it. There's a warmth to the experience, a feeling that this vehicle understands its purpose: to protect, to transport, to pamper. It's less about the destination and more about how beautifully you get there. When viewed against competitors, the Mercedes-Benz GLS, Audi Q7, and Range Rover, the X7 feels uniquely balanced. It carries the dynamism of BMW's engineering heritage, the refinement of a flagship sedan, and the space of a true family SUV. It doesn't lean too far towards sportiness or indulgence. Instead, it sits perfectly at the intersection of both. It is luxury grounded in logic, power restrained by elegance. And while others may offer flashier interiors or more radical styling, few deliver the same harmony between driving pleasure and family practicality. The 2025 BMW X7 is also a reflection of how far automotive technology has come. Beneath its calm exterior lies an intelligent network of sensors, processors, and electric systems that constantly adjust, adapt, and optimize. From energy recuperation to predictive navigation that learns your routes, the car is always thinking, always learning. It's the kind of vehicle that could easily become a trusted companion, an extension of your habits and your rhythm. It greets you when you approach, adjusts your seat and climate automatically, and sets your favorite playlist before you even touch a button. It feels alive in a subtle, almost human way. As the sun sets and you drive the X7 through the city, reflections of streetlights glide across its polished surfaces. Inside, the ambient glow adjusts softly to the evening, casting a gentle blue hue across the dashboard. The world outside moves in chaos, but in here, everything is calm. The steering wheel feels warm beneath your hands. The seat supports you perfectly. The sound system hums quietly. You find yourself slowing down, savoring the moment. Because in this space, this moving sanctuary, Time seems to behave differently. Journeys feel shorter, distances smaller, and fatigue almost non-existent. That is perhaps the ultimate luxury, the ability to make motion feel like rest. BMW has priced the 2025 X7 xDrive 40i around $84,000 in its home market, while the M60i variant moves closer to $110,000. In markets like Pakistan or the Middle East, import duties elevate that price significantly, often crossing PKR 30 million. Yet for those who can afford it, the price is not just for a vehicle. It's for an experience, a statement of craftsmanship and identity. Maintenance remains on the higher side, as expected from a luxury SUV, but BMW's expanding global service network and comprehensive warranty options bring reassurance to ownership. At its core, the 2025 BMW X7 isn't simply a machine built for travel. It's a moving expression of what modern luxury means. It redefines comfort not as excess but as peace of mind. It redefines power not as noise but as control. And it redefines space not as emptiness but as harmony. This is a vehicle for those who believe that true luxury is not about being seen. It's about how you feel when no one else is watching. The X7 invites you to slow down, to enjoy, to reconnect with the art of the journey. When you finally step out after a long drive, close the solid door behind you, and glance back at its elegant form bathed in fading light, you realize something subtle. The 2025 BMW X7 is not just a car you drive. It's a space you inhabit, a feeling you carry. It's a promise of serenity in motion, a reminder that luxury and practicality can coexist without compromise. For families, for travelers, for those who appreciate beauty and intelligence working together, this SUV stands as one of the most extraordinary creations of its time.